Alright, hello there everybody. How are we doing today? Hello there, Crad. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Martin. Hello, Douglas. Hello, Timber. Hello, Commander. So, Crad, I'm not really sure if that is because of that. What I would do is I would recommend just doing a fresh playthrough, like completely new, not from a save point. Just because I'm guessing that the mod needs to kind of reinitialize everything again. So we're back at the mod. I have made some changes. I have leveled up a few times. And we are going to be putting points in some stuff. Energy. So I'm level 50. As you can see. And yeah, I'm essentially level 50. And I kind of gave myself some credits, so we have some credits. So why am I over encumbered? Oh god. So the game plan here is we're basically going to try and get to a safe harbor, and then we're going to kind of look around and stuff. So currently, where the fuck are we? We're currently in Valo, which means Hope Town is somewhere near here, right? Yeah, it is. Nice. Let's go to Hope Town real quick. In regards to what do you mean, Jonathan? Hello there, Bob. How goes it? Right. Oh, there's ships, like, jumping. That's what is that? It's a Freestar Militia frigate. Right, let's... I'm trying to remember. I've never... Hello, Tatar. I can't remember. How do you go to Hope Town? Where is Hope Town? Oh, there it is. Just click it. And. Okay, cool. Hello there, YU, hello, Fizz. YU in Zurich, and how are you finding it? But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to explore a little bit better because I'll build myself a ship and we'll kind of look at the different kind of modifications. One thing that's quite interesting with this, and it's been a long time since I've played Starfield, understandable Fizz. Eat lots of chocolate. I don't remember the game allowing you to leave Crete almost immediately, which is kind of interesting. Oh, I also have some panaceas. Give me these. Okay, cool. How are you finding it, Jonathan? I know we're over encumbered game. Thank you for that. All right.
Need some work done?
Yeah. I need to purchase a ship.
I'm sure you can find something.
What the fuck is that? Whoa, there's custom ships? Huh? My god, they, well, they look interesting. They look like they were built by someone that doesn't know how to... No problem, Faves. Enjoy yourself. There we go. That's a kind of more common ship. Okay, so now I'm kind of curious. I might be going to Hope Tech in a minute. This is a C-class, but when you have a C-class reactors go that low? Jesus Christ. Alright, so we're going to grab this privateer and we're going to modify it in a second. You now have a new home ship. Yep, cool. The colors are a little bit funky. I need to move some cargo over their cargo hold. I have a lot of ship parts. There we go. Okay, cool. I just want to go and look at Hope Tech. So they like changed some stuff, which I don't necessarily... Am I still over encumbered? No. I don't like necessarily mind like tweaking some stuff, but changing like... Adding extra ships, cool. Changing the ships specifically is a bit of an interesting one.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Listen, lady, you fucking relax yourself. All right. How are your trucks in space? Looking to buy a ship.
If you get the credits, we got... Welcome to Hope Tech.
Oh, yeah.
Give me your invoice.
I don't have any invoice.
You don't? Well, what you need to know about other star yards
Yeah.
with Hope Tech.
I thought those little awards were cool until I noticed that no one else has awards.
Smart person. So what are you in the market?
Let's see what ships you're sailing.
Right away.
God. Okay, I don't. Me no likey. Me no likey at all. Alright, so we're gonna have to... We're basically... What I want to do now is I want to make my way to the various different settlements in a minute.
Can I help you?
Bum, bum, bum. I am aware of that, but I don't think patches should, like... I don't mind the stat changes, I just don't like that they kind of added, like, new ships without kind of... Although that's just my opinion. I suppose people are kind of getting bored of the same old ships. Right, let me mod ship. A builder? Okay, cool. So we need to build a ship. The ship. Bum, 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 bum. So we got... Obviously we got different cockpits, but I think we'll keep with the... We got a Hope Tech companion where we connect. Oh, because they're in different locations now? What is a radiator? Braking engine gives extra landing thrust. I think I can make a ship without a landing bay. You shall see. Alright, so we've got, what do we got? We got, is this a 3x1? Yeah, we can do 3x1 there. Let me get rid of these for the moment. Bum, ba, da, da, dum, bum. I don't want to take too long building a ship, but I do want to build a ship. Did they? Is there less reactors in the game? What you... Ambien. One pot off. So we got shields, 50,000, 70,000, 90, 150,000 for the assurance. I mean, that's a big fucking shield. How much does that actually cost? 373,000. Fuck me with a spoon. Fair enough. Alright, so... We're gonna try and just make like a little simple kind of design. In order to do that, we need to flip you backward. Okay. Why? we're essentially kind of relearning some stuff. That's not a bad. I mean, we could do the Stroud, the 3 Stroud there, because it has like the sticky outy part. But I might just do the 2. Oh no. You can't swap between the habs anymore. Okay, so there's a lot of changes to this. I'm gonna have to like, okay. That's not like, again, it's not inherently a bad thing, but like, it is definitely something that if I was like gonna jump into something like this, I would kind of like to know about the changes somewhat. There we go. Okay, cool. And then we need a hab. But just for purposes, I'm gonna use a single connect. That, and then we need our I don't mind like having more firepower. It's just like trying to kind of go back. Oh, I forgot they don't go back. You go backwards? No, you don't. Okay. So let's do put a reactor there. What was the bouncing with chipsets? I know you had mentioned about the bouncing couple of ships. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure, Taco. I will have to ask the mod author, the team behind it, because I too am kind of like a bit confused as to what exactly is what. Right, we want a big reactor, so we're gonna slap you there. That should be fine. Then for grab drive, we want a big grab drive. What does this mod really do? I haven't at the time. So it turns Starfield into a kind of a hello there, Alex. It turns Starfield into a StarSim, which is basically it focuses you to like it improves the space exploration. And like a lot of the space aspects. So like there'll be more ships. You'll come across more ships. When you go to the orbit of like planets like hello face, like say for instance you go to like UC space, there'll be like capital ships patrolling. Enemies will kind of raid different sectors. It kind of breaks them down into like individual kind of sectors. That's how those games kind of work. If you played like Elite Dangerous, or if you've played like X4 and stuff. But like in layman's terms, it makes it makes space better, but it changes so much that you have to essentially relearn a lot of stuff. Which that's not inherently a bad thing. This one less power. Why one less power? Give me 1 second, guys. Ba, 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 ba. They did post a video. They did post a video. The thing is, with something like this, it's going to be tricky to. That's what I'm going to hopefully do today. We're going to kind of explore a little bit and see. There will be a patch coming because obviously the mod author realizes, or the team, sorry, they realize that this is not very intuitive or beginner friendly. So what they're going to be doing, unattached module. What's unattached? Eh? What do you mean? Oh, fuck. Up that. Can I have drop merging in? Hello there, Lee. How goes it? Are you starting out with running? This is the save before, Curtis, where like where I left off with the mod author, but I have used console commands on PC. I'm back on Xbox. I've used console commands on PC to make myself level 50 and unlock a load of different perks because I want to kind of explore it, oh god, at my own pace and stuff and see. Currently we're trying to build a ship. There has been quite a fair few changes. He's kill Ron Hope. Just play well with mods. So currently there's going to be an update, but generally speaking, it should. There will be patches and stuff to fix that. But for the time being, with regards to something like this, before any mods are involved, I would recommend watching playthroughs of this, or like me, because this is one of those instances where it's not going to be about whether, you know, because I always say, like, mods don't have to work with other mods, and obviously the mod author did say that, you know, that they kind of do work with other mods, right, which is perfectly fine. But my kind of thing is that I feel like a lot of people need to make sure that they're actually like interested in you know, playing around with this. There we go. Cool. Merging still works. Nice. There we go. Ba, ba, ba. Right. Hello, cat. Weird cat that's just looking. Pointer limit. So it adds about 100k to the pointer limit, which is a lot, but not in that what it does. Again, see, to be honest with you, I think that there's tweaks that need to be done, and like I kind of want to do a deep dive myself. That's what we want to hopefully do today, because excuse me, there's quite a few little kind of quirks to it, and there's some bugs, and I want to kind of, but I think that this could be very enjoyable as just a base game addition. You know what I mean? Like, I know, look, like when you buy like a crap ton of like paid mods and stuff, like you want to make use of them. Obviously, that is very valid. But I feel like you could get it. There could be like a lot of fun with this currently. Yeah, it is. Like there's a lot of, this is very code heavy. Because they're reusing a lot of assets. Oh, they're reusing a lot of the base game stuff. They're making the base game essentially. They're using essentially they basically made the base game do magical things, which is fucking crazy, to be completely honest with you. Need to put something here. All right. What's... Oh, it's the engine. It's not in... Good. How easy is to uninstall? Will it leave issues? Oh. To be honest, because they recommend using a new save, if you stick with the new save, it should be a simple thing. Just don't go back on that save. But like, I wouldn't recommend uninstalling it mid playthrough and hoping that save stays, you know, compatible, because there's a high probability she won't. That's not to say that it won't, but I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't recommend it. What are we doing? Ship is unattached modules. Okay, cool. And what is the issue? We need a fuel tank. That's fine. I can give you fuel tanks. So we're gonna kind of play around. So if anybody wants to request anything, we could definitely do that. I want to just kind of... Mainly what I want to do now is I want to see how difficult it is for someone like me with the, you know, the amount of intelligence I have to get to... But they have tweaked everything. That's 250. What is it? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe it does, but I don't think it does. Does that make sense? So this has 150. This has 225. I mean, fuel doesn't really matter a whole lot, currently. I kind of wanted that to be more pronounced. Hello there, Paul, how goes it? Will they nuke Fallout? Hey, you never know if them nuking Fallout results in PlayStation getting some cool stuff. I could... What's the problem? What's the problem? I honestly would be... See, this is where, like, it's starting to confuse me a little bit. Are you there? Yeah. So this is 250. Hello, Pat. Long time no see. So that's 250 grav jump fuel, right? But it weighs 1,000 mass. Whereas this one is 250. All right, that might be easier. Hello there, Vernus. Vernus is in the stream. Hello. So, Vernus, just quick question. So, I was just looking through some of this stuff, and it's easier to do this. So, the weight stuff, I know fuel isn't necessarily used very much with the ship-related stuff, but, like, a lot of the mass-to-weight ratio doesn't make sense. Like, this one, for instance, is 1,000 mass, and it uses 250 fuel, whereas this one also uses 250 fuel, and it is lighter, even though it shouldn't be. Another example is like with the equipment, for instance. See the way you have these like Hope Tech thrusters. So I'm not sure if some of them can give engine thrust, but this one, for instance, see the way this one gives no engine thrust, no maneuvering thrust, but it gives a landing thrust, which is cool. This one uses -1 power, and all it does is give a landing thrust. I'm not sure if like maybe there was an issue, because I don't know why they would both, because if they did give engine thrust, that'd be really cool, and maneuvering thrust. So I'm not sure if like there's like an issue with stuff like that. Also, like say for instance the radiator, it doesn't seem to do anything. One other thing I noticed, and again, I know you change stuff, and I have no problem with like changes and stuff, like with it comes to like the habs, for instance. Like in the previous game, you know, like you could just swap by right or left on the D-pad between the various 2x1s. You can't do that, which I'm assuming you're probably aware of that because you've like put them in different categories. But I feel like a lot, because like I don't like the changes stuff. Some of them I get it. Like the other thing I'm wondering with regards to the reactors. There's only 3 reactors here, which makes me think that if there's only 3 reactor types, is that the case? As it has to approve every change to pages. Well, I don't mind again, look, I'm just wondering because like mass in general, mass doesn't matter a whole lot when it comes to Starfield, but because this game is going to be based on, you know, more exploring space, things that kind of mess with mass might be. Because it essentially means that like these really big fuel tanks, like what was the reason for like say for instance, you limited the reactors, which I can understand. That was actually literally answering a voice and forgot I'm only in chat. Let me tell you what I said. It's been a nonstop. No problem. My bad. But yeah, if you could just, again, not complaining. I just want to kind of understand the kind of the changes and stuff. You do need fuel though. They're 350. I mean, some of it is definitely Bethesda jank. Like, I'm pretty sure in the base game it works like this too. The 300G is less than the 400G, even though it's just swapped sideways, which is hilarious. Oh, that's one. Yeah, we'll just use 2 of these. So there's likely some issues here and there. Probably human error with someone else making the changes. We had a first pass and then other. Oh, okay. Because like my main concern is going to be like when it comes to the shipbuilding aspect of things, right? You obviously want people to. You're gonna have people that build ships for looks, like myself, and then you're gonna have people build ships for like efficiency. Like these tanks in the vanilla Starfield are set to like these ones and these ones. They're meant for big, huge fucking ships. But obviously, intentionally or unintentionally, they all have like this has the same fuel consumption, almost the same as this, even though it's twice the size and the mass. Well, that's the other thing. I feel like you could. It's a byproduct, but because these give landing thrust, technically I could make a ship that requires no landing gear. So like, what are we at? We need a fuel tank. So I'm not sure if you're aware of that. And like, look, people will do bugs and janks in the game regardless. Yeah, so this is going to be my Sarah handled the entire flow, but in times where it was discussed, I believe the issue was generating the new classes. Okay. So you, because I can understand, again, we had to shift most AVs into the reactor. What does AVs mean? Made chicken for a ship. Looks off. I'm not good at shipbuilding. Ships. Okay, okay. Because I would say if it is possible, if you had somewhere on your Discord or somewhere, so since you can only sell 1 reactor and it defines generally your ship. Ah, I see what you mean. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. It provides bulk of hull stuff. Oh, fuck me, it does actually. Yes, fair, very fair. Pretty sure Sir did this to impact maneuverability more than the base game. In regards to like what? So that piece have a much more hit in larger ships. But in regards to things like, say, for instance, the fuel, is there a reason you cap the fuel out at 250? With the vanilla patch, the large ships. To be fair, the ships are gonna spin regardless. They're like ships that powers above. That's understandable. I would say I know it'd be a lot of effort but it would probably be beneficial to kind of like, because the other thing I'm kind of, because I went to 2 vendors so far. Like I went to Hope Tech, I went to Hope Tech, and I went to Hope Tech, and I went to the normal ship vendor outside of Hope Tech in Hopetown, and they like most of the ships, like it was like 60-70% of the ships were new designs. And because I know, Paul, you mentioned they changed House Varoon and some other stuff, and what was the reason for? Because I know like with bigger capital ships I can understand. But, like, removing a lot of, like, say, some of, like, the smaller ships and stuff. Thanks, Rabbi, for the design evolved. All the ships are redesigned partially of unique designs, and partially because the other ships are just a random mix of parts. So, I mean, no disrespect to whoever built your ships, but they're not very nice looking. And like I'll show you in a second. And again, I love the ship stuff, and I will admit that like the consistency of like lore and ship stuff is a bit hit and miss because you have ships using different types. Let me just put fuel on this and then I'll show you some of the issues. Because like I don't like I'm all for new ships and stuff, but my kind of worry is mainly when you kind of remove these PCs at the same time. Like, is it new for PC players as well as console? It's new for both. It came out the same time. We're gonna have to. Here's. Hello there, John. Hello there. Give me. We'll put them back here. Let me just really quickly back away. Oh no errors, no errors. What's the errors? Oh, it's too few landing gears. Are you serious? Oh, I was gonna have it actually. Give me 1 sec. I just need to find it. Can we stick you in there without any problems? So, like, if I go, let's say, for instance, like Hope Tech, they talk about, you know, their ships in space. When I go to buy a ship.
Sure.
So, like, some of these, like, fair, but then some of them don't really make a whole lot of sense. Like this one, for instance, this one is using, like, all of those pieces up top to connect. I'm not sure if the person is aware, but they don't work the way... Like, let me search the...
Can I help you?
I want to modify a ship. There we go.
Let me show you our inventory.
So, like, with this ship, they're using a lot of these spine pieces, but these spine pieces, so I'm not sure if you're aware, but Hab specifically, I know the pointer limit's not like a big thing because you've got locked down, but these Hab pieces are quite dangerous to the pointer limit, and these are not being used because they only act as like a tunnel. You can't go up or down. It's like all of these top pieces here, and here, none of these actually do anything. This one would do something. And like with the ships, like there's a lot of like for instance, if I go back to look at some of the ships.
Here for business?
Oh yeah, let me see what you're selling.
Excellent.
Like it just kind of seems like a like they all kind of have similar design styles, and I get like, you know, that's the kind of the point of some of them, but I feel like no, I just and this is something I said, to be fair, I kind of said similar with like anytime like mods ever like add in and that's like, again, there's nothing, this is just me as somebody who loves the kind of the shipbuilding aspect sort of thing, because there's a lot of Starfield ships that kind of, you're like, what the fuck is that? But then there's like some that are quite cool. Like when you, like from a lore point of view, if you come to Hope Tech for the first time, they make this big thing about like, you know, was it trucks in space? I'm actually currently planning on, we're moving around. I gave myself max level just so I could kind of maneuver a little better. See, then they're what I mean, like they're the normal vanilla ships. So I'm wondering like what ones Ace, fuck you. Also hello Ace. Oh, that's not my ship. Hold on now.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. I'm sure you can find something you like.
Where's my fucking ship? I want my ship! Like, yeah, I think what I was doing was he'd take a core design for the M1 base tac there. Hello there, Ron. Well,
Sure.
he'd make some minor adjustments for the transport and passengers. Oh, so he kind of was doing it in a way that, like, you've got your base ship and then it's kind of modified depending on, like, what it's doing. And with something like that, was that a personal design choice, or was that done to kind of save on like kind of the pointer limit of ship stuff? Oh no, what the fuck did I just do? Oh god. Engineer iterating for that makes sense. I just feel like and obviously, you know, it's not like it's like one of the things that, because I like the fact that there's different to be honest, the color scheme system in this game is not the best. We do some energy weapons. There. I'm put you there. Perfect. And want to put a shield generator, and then we're good to go. So I do want to check out the other ships, and this is just more me nitpicking because, like, obviously the stats things is a little bit interesting, because I will say, if you're going, let's say for instance, like when you're going the route of only having 3 reactors, I do like the new weapon stats. Who was banned? No one was banned. Oh yeah, no, Jason was making a joke. Wait, what? Okay, I don't know what happened, Jason. I'll ask him, but like if, say for instance with the reactors and stuff, like if you're trying to make I am currently level 50. I think I basically am playing on the playthrough I was in with when you were on stream yesterday. I just basically made myself level 50. I know that it goes up to 80 something. But the thing is I'm not against the idea of, like, let's say, like, you know, having, if you're going to only have 3 reactors and stuff, or if you're, like, whatever the reactor is. To be honest with you, I quite like the idea of, instead of having, because there's a lot of reactors in the game that, because Bethesda made their game similar to how you would, like, they really wanted to play into this whole, like, almost like kind of a Destiny sort of game where you have, like, tiering, you know, like there's entry level of the same reactor. Oh, okay, that's yeah, that makes sense. To build the Death Star. So let me really quickly make the Vindicator. No, laser. And then, no problem. Field. It's a really massive fucking shield. There. Hello there, Elders. Like, I make. Oh god, she's a bit low. She leans low. Because I think the thing is like, people like myself, right, who are very much into the, like, I like the fact that ships, like, space is more, you know, awesome. I like that a lot. But what might make me a bit, you know, worried is like the changes to stuff, like removing some ships to replace them. Like the because again, I understand, like, in you know, the way, like, how you said, like, this mod is kind of like open to seeing kind of how people go about it and stuff, and like it'll change if, you know, if people don't like a specific thing and stuff. Like, I think that, again, if possible, and I understand you're looking at it from a point, like, and there's been many a times in, like, my community, we've kind of discussed the whole how Bethesda goes about using pieces, like with Starfield and stuff, like, for different factions. Because the weapons specifically, like, it seems like there's limitations on the weapons. Is that also a bug? It seems like when I landed there was only 2 variants. Now, again, if you've kind of cut out the Bethesda tiering system, because again, in Starfield, you'll have 6 A-class weapons that are essentially the same. They're just slightly better, and they're slightly level locked. Yeah, no, I don't. The thing is, I have no problem with changing ships, so if everything is working correctly, we went the Borderlands route for weapons. Okay. In a while since I've played that. In regards to what in regards to what does that mean? Right, so we need to look at my thing. Because, like, much like, there was essentially, when I went to this place, there was two A class, 2 B class, 2 C class ballistic weapons. And then there was the same with the energy weapons, and the same with the... Hear more about the corporation or the stats to understand. Okay. Right, let me actually go back down very quickly, because I want to... We'll save here. Yeah, and that's... I like that, to be honest. I very much like that. Let me go back to Polvo. Really was just assets, but yeah, no, and I 100% I agree with that change. That's why, like I was saying about, like, the Bethesda, the tier system, it's kind of like how, you know, the way in the base game with weapons they have, like, was calibrated, advanced, all these different ones. It's just time gauging the players. They're like, oh, you need to be max level. Like, I don't really like that. I would rather it being that. You should see 1 weapon provided per manufacturer per class. Don't think it's working correctly. Now, I do know that if you go to UC Space versus Freestar Space, the manufacturers will be different, but I feel like it's not showing all of them. The other thing, I don't know if it's possible when we get it to load, is... It would, because there's different versions. Like, obviously, like, oh, my game crashed. Lovely. Give me a second. Gotta love Starfield. Like, there's you know, the way, like, say for instance, like, what I was seeing was, I was seeing 2 A class that were the same, but one of them was slightly better. And in some cases, it would explain kind of what they do, but in other cases, it didn't. And I'm just wondering if that again is a bug, or if that is a case of just the game being the game. Load that in again. Load. Yes, we want to go there. Let me load that game, please. The game, please. So the thing is the changes to the weapons and stuff and to make like higher like class capital ships better, I like. But it does the thing, I suppose, because I'm not too familiar with like it's been a while since I've played like X4, but I'm guessing that like so all of the stats and stuff, so like essentially like, you know, you wanted to make it that capital ships are super powerful, which makes sense. But does that mean that if I just make a really tiny ship with the C-class reactors, C-class weapons, I should be as powerful as that? Like, is there any sort of like negatives to running a C-class? Like, because what I was looking at, it seemed like that like when we go off of the stats, A-class is technically slower than B and C. Like, because I don't know if that was, I should have asked you, because that's one thing I always liked, or I always disliked, is that the kind of the distance between an A and C class is just, you know, it's all the same. There's like it's like 140, 150, 160 speed. Mm-hmm. All right, so there we go. Let me go talk to the vendor. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, I don't have my boost pack unlocked. Whoops. So A class should be 300 as an average on the reactor. C class, okay. So let me see. I can help you with? M class 50.
Hey, what can I do for you?
So does that? I will say that is. I don't know if you mentioned that in your description, but that is definitely something you should like be as a selling point, because a lot of people would fucking love stuff like that. So like in kind of layman's terms, if I use an A-class ship, am I going to be able to easily outrun C-class ships, like an M-class ships? Oh, let me modify.
Okay. Nope.
If I look at this ship now, okay. So like if I go, let's say for instance, we look at the weapons. So yeah, so ballistic, we've got two Shinigami here. We've got Shinigami and Shinigami X. Hellfire, Hellfire X. So these are all Shinigami. There's no non-Shinigami. And while it does say here, like, say for instance, this one says it's an experimental version for faster and more damaging slugs. So it has less range and more damage. But then when we get to the Hellfire, it doesn't say what the difference is between the X. And then the Vindicator just has the generic description. It kind of is like Fog of War, Jonathan. A lot of the time you're going to have to backtrack. Yeah, so the speed is changed to... where we go? Speed. Equipment. Reactor. Because if I... Hold on, now let me go back to my other ship. So the Frontier has a top speed of 315. Welcome to human error. We've been... And look, I'm just... It's just, I feel like if and when you can get that sword, it'll make things easier. So now I don't know if I want a C-class ship. See, the thing is, though, with the jump between C-class versus A-class, is it... Because I remember, like, I played X4, I played Frontiers, and generally speaking, a fighter, like, as a fighter, it's going to be nigh impossible to go up against, like, say, like a capital ship or a carrier. But, like, in regards to... Because, see, the way I'm thinking of it, if you're, like, say, for instance, if you're playing this without a fleet, like, you're playing this primarily solo... Would it be more, would you say, with stat changes and stuff? Because, like, that's one of the things I noticed with, like, the reactors. Like, A-class reactor is just 5,000 hull. Whereas the B-class reactor is 30,000 and the C is 90,000. Like, is the increase in boost speed going to kind of outperform the fact that you're essentially, what is that? At 180 times more powerful. Same with like similar with like shields and stuff. The highest you can get is 20k versus like 150k. Because don't get me wrong, I fucking love the idea of moving the gap between A, B, and C class ships. Because I've always liked the idea of A class, where you're kind of light scouts and fighters and stuff. I think that would affect is the mass, and only really affects impact. Okay. All right. Well, let's give this a go. Let me reload the save I had. Let's give it a go at some combat. Because I'm guessing, you know, it's going to be very hard to be the Poe Dameron single-handedly taking down a Star Destroyer. Generally, C-Class Corvette should express itself as slightly slower than vanilla. Under there, well. Oh, you can? Okay, well, see, if that's a possibility, I do like that. I would never be able to do that, but I'm sure there's people out there that would. Was there any changes done to the, was there any changes done to the actual kind of combat side of things? Like, for instance, if I'm in an A-class ship, is there any, like, passive, like, I don't know if that's a thing, but, like, is it possible that, like, if I'm in a little fast A-class ship, C-class ships and Corvettes have a harder, like, and not C, like, but, you know, like, M-class ships have a harder time locking onto me? I know, obviously, that varies on what you're basing your kind of your ship-based combat off of, because in real life, a quite large capital ship would have probably no problem targeting a fighter if it's a fighter on its own. Alright, so I go... Bethesda kind of had... Yeah, I did kind of feel like... Cause I played around with a mod that made the ship combat speed ludicrous, and it kind of broke the AI. Well, that's actually a good question. Did you make any changes to the shipbuilding in terms of size? Or is it still Starfield's 40v40? Or, yeah, 40-40. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, I don't have one of those rooms. Ah, shit. I found another bug. Is there really not a table in here? Right? Need to go back down to space. Wait, no, did I put it up here? Did I put it up here? Is there one up here? Please be one up here. Ah, fuck. Back down we go. Can I craft it in the crafting menu? Oh, wait, what? I have the materials, is the question. We cannot. I cannot craft them. I'm gonna... There's no problem. I'll just go back down and make another one. But it's a research project. Oh. Okay, well, where? So I would have to, It's hidden away in furniture. Oh, it's hidden in furniture? Oh. Okay. I need... Oh, I see. Yeah, I feel like convenience, it would probably be beneficial if you could add one into crafting slot and just have it, like, cost, like, a credit or something like that. Just so that's just my opinion. Because I feel like if you're, you know, like, yeah. The real... I mean, A lot of mods do that. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name.
It appears you are the new captain of the Frontier.
Are they in the Frontier? Like I'm enjoying it, and I will say that, obviously there's some teething issues and stuff, but
Need some work done?
if you bought the mod and, like, you're not happy with the mod, by all means, go to Bethesda and ask for a refund of the mod. Like, I'm not going to say, like, I'm going to sit here and be like, oh, like, clearly it has issues and stuff, but I have a lot of faith in it. I think it's really fucking cool. Let me modify my ship. So I need to put a compute... Is it a computer terminal? No, it's not going to be a computer core. Shit, which one's going to have a hab? That is very true. That is very true. Which one comes with the... Is it an all-in-one that comes with the 1x1? I need a captain's quarters then. Battle station. It's not computer core. Frontier hab. I don't have the Frontier hab, but I think it's the captain's quarter. Where's the fucking captain? Oh, there it is. There we go. And let me check before I take off. Empted vanilla stats, and you're able to bring down the capital. And you're able to bring down... I don't want to take off. Then I'll fucking have to do it again. Able to bring them down because vanilla weapons are too low. I mean, the... Uh-oh. What just happened? Why am I stuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck happened there? I have never seen that before. Let me reload that save. That's very fucking strange. Well, I like the change and stuff, like, because it makes it feel like a kind of a new game, but it isn't. What all the fucking old things it changes, it is a new game in a lot of aspects. I would wonder if you could potentially look into the loading times. They're a little bit long on Xbox. And I'm on the X. Now, if it is a case of, look, this is what you have to put up with, I don't mind that, but maybe there might be possible ways to, like, something going on. Because, like, it's not... Like, I haven't gotten any, like, FPS drops or anything like that. Run. All right, see you later, Douglas. I got stuck when I exited the plot seat. When was this? Okay, I fixed it by... I think I fixed it. We were talking about this Discord. Are you seeing the problem where your initial load at the beginning of a game session? Not necessarily. Now keep in mind, I don't usually, like, this is probably one of the most, like, largest mods I've kind of messed around with. Where's the fucking computer terminal? Alright, well that wasn't the computer terminal. Like, on this save, I loaded a plan. Like, let me just, Uh-oh. Okay. Don't worry about that. I'm going to assume that this is Hope Tech.
Hey, I need to talk.
Hope Tech just being Hope Tech.
Okay, no problem.
You think it was eaten by a ladder? Or let me put it down here. In a battle stations are a bit too big, though. I can't really afford one. Let me check this. Let me see. Try again. Hello there, Al. Hello, Masco. How are you doing?
Captain, Protocol Indigo is in
Oh,
effect.
is it It's duplicated the fucking ship. God damn it, Bethesda. Fuck. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to go to orbit and check this. Go to orbit. Let me get out of my chair. Let me find my computer terminal. Bum, 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 bum. The only problem with that is getting to Alpha Centauri. But that's the plan. The plan is to get there. Ah, there we go. We got it. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, cool. So what are we looking? Where are we looking at? Yes, that is a vanilla bug. That is very much a vanilla bug. I would say just personally put it at the bottom. If you keep it at the bottom, there's less likely a chance. Well, it gives it the highest priority. All right, come on, keep loading. I know you're there somewhere. Where are we? We are. All right, so we're Vectera. Where am I? We're here. So we need to go across. I mean, we could jump to Mars, actually. Let me jump to Mars. Forgot that we can jump there. Let me make the jump to Mars. Come back here. Oh, I can just jump to Alpha Centauri? Fair enough. I forgot that now that because it doesn't disable that. Jump to the solar system. Alright. Oop, oop. Alright. Where is Cydonia? Cydonia is... Where are you, Cydonia? You're hidden. Of course you're hidden behind the fucking landing pad. To be fair, in that instance, the seating is probably better because it keeps you stationary, so you know you can move and stuff. It's just I don't think the Frontier has a seat by it, whereas this version has it. We're landing. Let's go check out some ships. New ship builder. Alright. Your hut. Okay, it's renamed already. Will show direction, clearly show. Very, very nice.
Grav drive.
That will be
That would explain the
amazing.
brownouts. So what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-5 figures.
5 figures?
A nice
5?
box of pops when you start a game. Nice.
Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when
Either
it's done.
leave it in fog of war mode for the map.
Stand clear, please. Sorry, pass removal. Stand
Oh, you're
clear,
not the
please.
right person, Lo. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Trade authorities always. I'm sure you can find some.
Oh, something exploded behind him.
I'm sure you can find something.
We got the... Oh, I like how that ship looks. That ship is very nice. Metis. Okay, I like that. The Hephaestus, that's very fucking big, but I like it. My god, that's pretty big. I will say, regarding like if you're going to be like requesting a refund, you should like definitely not obviously not this mod, but if you're going to be refunding other mods, I wouldn't, as we say over here, I wouldn't take the piss. Like if you bought a mod, right, and you're not happy with it, by all means, definitely refund it. IKEA ships. The United Colonies. Hey, don't be disrespecting the UC. Some of these ships, I think, are really, really nice. Some of them, ugly as hell, but there's nothing wrong with that. I think these, like, to be fair, this, so far, the UC one, I think, does a better job of kind of what you're trying to, like, sell with the whole, like, idea of kind of the different ships. One thing I would say, and hopefully we can get there, it would be cool if, you know, like when you're buying, like, when you're buying from, let me go to, where is it? Where's Demos? Let's go to Demos. There we go, let's go to, no, where's Demos? The fuck is Demo? Oh, there it is. Demos. So, like, when you're buying, yeah, I want to go to Demos, thank you. Like, if you're buying, like, say, for instance, if you go to Deimos or if you go to Hope Tech, there should be more unique ships to that, if that makes sense. Because, like, when you're buying off, like, say, the generic vendors and stuff, it's going to be, like, kind of like, you know, the used car salesman sort of thing? Where, like, or maybe, like, they're going to have a lot. We will be checking them in a minute, Richard, do not worry. Whereas, like, if you go to Deimos Star Yard, it'd be cool if, like, you know, like, say, like, they made primarily combat vessels. If you go to like Hope Tech, Hope Town, they're going to be like, when you go to the lady, she's going to be selling vessels specifically for hauling, you know. Same way if you go to like Tile, there'd just be ugly ass apple looking ships. Unless you have ASC Tile, then in that case they're very nice. Again, this is just me spitballing. You guys have a lot of shit that you need to kind of, because that's how Freestar set up. Hope Tech handles all the civilian stuff. Stratecon handles the combat. Yeah, okay. Because I'm interested to see how they kind of hold the ecliptic ships. Ooh, that, I like that. I like that idea.
I wish Deimos was exclusive.
See, the other thing, too, is I'm hoping the Hoplite and the Phalanx and the Byreme and stuff are still in the game, because otherwise it'll be like, I can't get that and I want that sort of thing. Yeah, it is recent. Crimson Fleet repurposed UC ships with the broken parts. I do like that. And then where Spacers just kind of hack.
What do we have here?
Hello.
Deimos pride, but we're more than happy.
I've grown up to so many stories of Deimos. It's a real honor to be here.
Deimos is the pride of the UC, and it is my... So...
I want a ship.
Excellent.
How difficult, Vernas, would it be to, if you were to add extra ships into the mod or replace certain ships? Is that something that you can't really do that currently?
When you get serious about your spacecraft, come back to
It's
Deimos.
easy. I would definitely potentially, and that's fair. I will say, like, I really like the, I like the color scheme. I think it makes sense. But I would say potentially maybe have like something in your, like a kind of a ship build off in maybe your Discord, or if you want, I could, you know, I have a few ship builders, because like I was saying, and this is just my opinion, you can disagree, by the way, this ship very nice. Like, these are all really nice, but it'd be kind of cool to kind of see, because the thing is, and again, I'm not trying to, whoever made these ships, I can't imagine the stress of having to make so many ships. I'm not sure if they're all made by the same person or if you have a team, but it would be interesting to get, you know, like get extra kind of people to add in some, you know, some different ones, just so you have kind of a different
Sorry to see you go.
styling. Let me go, where do we want to go now? I want to go to, oh yeah, we want to go to Titan. Where's Titan? And that's, you're not Titan, you're Neptune. City plans, folks, are absolutely amazing. Is it Saturn or is it fucking Jupiter? No, it's Saturn. There's Saturn. There we go. Hello, Titan. Yes, I want to go to Titan. New homestead. I disappear when some ships blow me out of the sky. Thank you. Oh. Hello, Saturn. Well, it's just an idea because, like, I think with, it would make the, because again, I understand that, like, when you're looking at games like X4 and stuff, like, they have, you know, like, that's one of the things I love about, what's the faction? There's, like, a specific faction in X4. I think it's, like, the small people. They're, like, a trade authority or something. They, like, have a really cool Corvette that essentially, it's, like, super sleek and kind of cylindrical, and it has, like, 2 hard points for weapons. I love their style. It's just because, like, there is a level of kind of awe when you look at, like, you hear about these big factions, like Deimos, Hope Tech, you know, but when you, like, look at some of the ships, I mean, even in the base game, some of the ships look fucking amazing. It might be, I think it could be the Taladi,
Please make your way to the building.
but it's such a, it's a really cool fucking, because there's, like, 2 variants. It kind of reminds me of a bit like the Rocinante, just because of what it is. It might be, I think it's them then.
Need some work done?
Hello, yes, I would like to purchase some
I'm sure you
ships.
can find something you like.
Okay, yeah, now this is where I feel like as a fanboy, I'm a little bit let down. Given that Titan is the home of what's left of Nova Galactic, I would kind of hope for some Nova Galactic ships. Like all the pieces. Actually, let me look at the modify. Let me modify the ship.
Sure, have it.
And again, just this is me just kind of spitballing here. I'm not trying to shit on you because I know a lot of work went into it. What do we get here? Cockpit. There, house room, star yards. Oh, that's fucking sick. I like House Varun getting more, like, love in general. I believe we somehow hack them into ship 10. Oh. See, were the radiators supposed to do something, or are they just kind of in equipment because they're in equipment? Because what, no, don't hire me. You don't need to hire me. But I will say, like, I know that there's probably many a Discord out there that would love to, like, if it's something you're open to do, I could, like, post some stuff in my Discord, get some people to put some ships together, and then I could send you just the screenshots to basically replicate. They do, but for some reason they don't convey them properly on here. That is, yeah. Fuck off, Ace. Fuck you. I'm thinking, what would we found a way to actually edit all this stuff and the oh, nice. That's fucking awesome. We'll be able to get a network map. Oh, fucking sick. Because with the radiator stuff in like, I mean, in space, it would cool you down. What would be the benefit? Ace is Ace Killer. John, you may need to potentially put the live chat on because Ace usually bullies me and YouTube tries to hide him. Oh, so we've actually 4 different reactors here. We've got oh my god, 4 power. Cooling down. Yeah, so like in like, so I suppose again, if you apologize a bit, but what did you guys intend for it to do? So like, Would it be potentially gives you like maybe... That would actually be kind of cool if it gave you like a cooldown. There's so many like cool... Because the other thing is, like I said it before, but like the... Like these thruster arrays, they don't do anything aside from lander thrust, and I feel like they're supposed to. Because if it didn't do engine and maneuvering thrust, it wouldn't show 0. So I love RCS thrusters. I wonder radiators and... Oh, okay, we're going to be slapping some of them on. These on. Oh, there's different variants. We want them. Put you there. Put you there. Nice. Hello there, Wolf. Oh, you know, you can see the RCS thrusters in space and stuff. I wonder how, because like in certain games, like Elite Dangerous, that's like one of the things I love in Elite Dangerous, the fact that you can kind of move yourself with the RCS thrusters. And in this game, technically you can, but if your engine's dead, you can't. Which is like, come on now, Bethesda, we're not. Well, actually, we're probably using fuel realistically. Where's the... That bigger than my one? Spreadsheet. Nova thrust is additional landing thrust, so you can reduce the amount of landing gear. So then when it says, is it the fact that, see the way they say like maneuvering and engine thrust, it might be beneficial if you could remove them just so people don't get confused. One. It's just because again, like if you're looking at it like the way it's set up, like say for instance, the thrusters, these ones give you +1 lander thrust, and they give you 5 hulls. So that's quite beneficial for only 1 mass. Whereas the braking engines are a lot more expensive for the same thing, but you're also losing power. So it kind of is gonna, you know, I feel like you don't want to force people to kind of have a meta. Like, if these all kind of do similar stuff, again, I'm not sure if, like, that's a bug, or if the way the text is set up, it's not meant to remove 1 power. Extension. I was going to look at the... Again, I'm not sure if it's not showing the full list of reactors. It shows the Dogstar ones, but then it shows the Deep Core. See, because I'm guessing when you said about the reactors, like in the base game, there could be 6 versions of this reactor. There's like a low-level one, there could be a level 10 one, a level 15, level 20. Did you guys opt to just kind of remove the extra ones and just have like, this is the best one at this tier, this is the best one at this tier, you know, like A, B, C? Or are they still in the game and it's just bugged on my end? Also, yeah, it's definitely bugged the weapons, because these guys are also selling the Shinigami stuff. It's happening since we never made the direct change to what each tech supports. Lander thrust means you need lesser... Yes, it does. So technically, John, you could make it, like, if I wanted to, I could make a ship that needs... I could make a ship that has no landing gear, using only the thrusts, which is quite cool. Because, like, currently here with the particles, you've only got 2A and 2B. I'm guessing they're supposed to be C, but it depends on the location of where they are. But then there's, like, so many missiles, which makes me think it's definitely bugging. The unguided missiles, we may just have to give parts to all techs, or at least a lot more manufacturers, that can be reduced. Well, I like, to be honest, again, if it's an easy thing to do, just stick to how Bethesda does it, where, like, you know, like in Free Star Space, you're going to, I mean, I have 1 landing gear currently, you are correct, yes. No, I have 2, actually. But, like, because, like, in say, for instance, in the vanilla game, someone might be able to correct me, but like, see these ones, these guns specifically, this style of A-class gun, you can only buy these in Freestar Collective territory, whereas these rail guns, you can only buy these in UC territory. The alternate, because again, there's like alternate versions. The C-class rail guns, you've got rail guns by Shinigami, and then you've got Gauss guns by someone else. With the Hellfire cannons, I think the UC offers these variants where it basically looks like a giant PDC, whereas there's the other versions, they're Maulders, which looks like a kind of a more like a kind of a warship, like double barrel thing. And then A-class is kind of similar. If it's possible to kind of keep that styling, but you know, like, just because then again it would maybe more fun, because like, okay, I want to buy weapons from Lightside. Well, we're a Lightside. I think they're a Freestar company technically, so can I buy them in Freestar territory? I do like the changes and stuff, like the new kind of changes, and I also like the unguided missiles. Like, yes, they're fucking sick. Special missiles for larger bomber craft. 6 missiles. We got the salvo. I'm gonna slap one of these bad boys on. Where are we? Every ship fire. I do like. I'll take it though. I'll take the enemy abusing me with 4 missiles. Like, there's such a massive gap when it comes to missiles. That's what I loved about Elite Dangerous, and I would love to see somebody trying to basically copy the Elite Dangerous engineering system, which you guys kind of did to an extent. Like, I like the fact that, like, say you have this version does more damage. Like, I really like the idea of that. What does energy damage no lock mean? Does that mean how much damage you do if you're not locked on? I mean, swarm missiles and frigates, yeah. Because like in Elite Dangerous, I used to love having the railguns that could penetrate shields, so you could essentially snipe modules. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? We are going to go structural. We're going to... I think that's a bug brought it up. I think we applied a cut damage type. Okay. Wait, so you added a does that cut damage type work? Because I'm kind of surprised, Richard, that Bethesda didn't add torpedoes. Like, as a way... Some mods have done it. Like, super slow firing to the point that you could shoot them down. But when if they hit you, it's pretty much game over. You're partially missile turrets? That sounds fucking sick. That's fucking sick. That's what I mean. Like, it's always like interesting when Bethesda kind of, when you watch those videos, like, who's the guy there's a guy that does like the videos where he goes through the cut content of previous Bethesda games. They always cut so much. And like, I always wondered, like, what's cut in Starfield? You know, like, what have we not kind of seen? That would be really hard to do. That would be really hard to do, Richard. It would be like, I would like just on a basic level, I would absolutely love to see them do. All right, let's go to Seoul and let's go to one of the gates. Yeah, we'll chill at the gate network on Titan for a minute and try and figure out where we're going. Yeah, the mines. There's a mod called what is it called? It's like Starship Engineering, and it has like, it's very fucking cool. The mod author managed to make it so that you can essentially add defense turrets to your ship that function when you're outside. So essentially, it's just a standard NPC, you know, turret, and it sticks onto the side of your ship. So when you're landed, you essentially have your ship for protection, which that is also the Oshi free range fishery. There's like, I love that, like the fact that like you've got all these different like stations and stuff is really sick. Right, let me see where I am. This comic book, like they just line code subsea. Well, I mean, hopefully they'll make it. Oh, I want defensive turrets. I love my PDCs from Elite Dangerous. There's a mod that has been updated to increase the firing speed. I feel like railguns should be slower and slugs faster. We added more health to every missile, vanilla. Yeah, like being able to like shoot down missiles. Currently, John, they're just kind of there as a kind of a like scenery sort of thing. You can destroy them, obviously, if you want to be an asshole. There's a mod that hasn't been updated, increased. See, that's something that always annoyed me with the vanilla Starfield. Is like, what do you mean railguns have limited range? The whole point of a railgun is it essentially will not stop until it hits something. Would shoot very fast missiles to hit the... Yes! Oh, if you can get that working fully, that would be fucking amazing. Because that could also kind of add longevity to space comics. That's why I like an Elite Dangerous. And obviously X4 and stuff. Like, Starfield, the vanilla combat, it's just a case of like, it's dogfighting, and that's fine, but I don't like dogfighting. I like feeling like I'm in control of a capital ship where it's going to take quite a lot to kill me. So having sort of defenses and stuff, like even if it's again, I don't know how like possible it would be, but going the route of adding like, because missile defense would be awesome on like larger ships, but on like smaller ships, maybe like something, because I know we talked about stealth and stuff, and obviously stealth is a tricky one, but even like making like kind of like essentially like you know in Elite Dangerous if you got ECMs and like chaff and stuff. Again, I don't know how plausible something like that would be, but just to give kind of, you know, lighter vessels more, you know, more utility, right? So where are we? We are... All right, that moved. We're here somewhere. A second. I love the fact that like the way this is set up though, while obviously it's confusing for a beginner, it makes it so easy to kind of understand, like, okay, this is this is Crimson Fleet territory. We will be starting a fight in a minute, don't worry. I just want to try and get to the UC territory first. So we need to go to Earth and we need to go down. Let's jump to Earth. We need to go to the Earth gate, so we're just gonna essentially jump to Earth. Where's the Earth gate? That's Venus. We got Luna. Now we're at the Earth gate. Right, so that gate goes where? That is... UC... Okay, no. That... I love the attention to detail, like the Boom Pop Brewery, Chunks Bakery, like all that stuff is so fucking cool. Where is that? I can't... SSNN relay beacon? That's not what I'm selecting though, is it? What? Is that what it's called? Yeah, the HUD system. So we got a gate to the sun. Alright, where does the sun... Where the fuck is it? Yeah, see, I knew I wasn't selecting it. What is that? UC Vanguard Large Transport. Is it just called SSNL Relay? No, gate, okay, that's the gate to Venus. Right. Oh, how do we get... Let's jump through the gate to Venus. Alright, let's head to Venus. See, is there a kind of a, like... Yeah, heading to Jameson. Like, when it comes to... Is there, like, a logic behind the placement of the gates? Like, is it a case where gates that are closer to the sun, are they more likely to kind of send you to specific locations? Or is it... Because I think I've usually mentioned a few times, but it would be, if possible... Because I know you said that, but with regards to, and there, that's where changes I made today. Yes, because that will really help. Yeah. It's just kind of knowing, like, you know, okay, this gate is going to take me to a different system instead of this is going to take me to a planet in the same system. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Whee. Oh, legally blind. We're still, oh yeah, that must have took me to, hey, where are we? Now we're in Venus, Red Harvest Bakery, Red Harvest Brewery. Look for a gate. There's a gate there. Just about make it out, but I can't. That gate goes to Mercury. Okay. There's only one gate here. Let me go and look. Me thing. Bum, 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 bum. Why not have a boost pack? No, I don't have a boost pack. The audacity of having to climb a ladder. Alright, where are we? Oh yeah, cool. So yeah, so we want to go down one more. We want to go to 3. Ooh. Through Mercury we go. Oh, it fires without me pressing it. That was sick. For fuck's sake, John. I do wonder how like nice this would play with Owl's Star Trek mod. Just because I'm like really tempted to take, like, he's got some really powerful Star Trek vessels and bring them in. Okay, where are we now? So we are in Mercury in the solar system. Now we're looking for another gate. Yeah, no, Taco, they will be doing that. All right, so Kurtz, I know where Kurtz is because that's in the UC territory. Oh, do you keep your momentum when you leave the... Oh, that's kind of cool. So you keep your momentum when you leave the gate. So the thing is like, I think that once the kind of those clarifications come out, I think people are going to like be able to enjoy it more, because the thing is with this mod is the whole point is, or I say mod, creation. The whole point is to kind of make space. You're supposed to explore, you know? And we as Bethesda players, we're not really used to exploring. I mean, there's some people that will explore in space, like, but like it's a lot of people is just, all right, we're just going to fast travel. But this gate system makes it more enjoyable. Let's change the name of the orbiting partially orbit. Ludo tells you there's only gates that connect within a system. Ah. Hello, UC. How are you? Where's my sexy planet? Gate Alpha Centauri? No. Sanctum Universum. Is it behind me? Oh, another moment. How do you square this with the lore? That is something that is valid. Like, because I think I was mentioning that initially, like the gate system, it would be kind of cool if you had like an in-lore reason like as to why the gates kind of look like Starborn sort of tech, and like what prompted them. Because look, I realized that Bethesda could make they could make the lore, they could change the lore and stuff, but I do like the idea of it. It's kind of like the relays in Mass Effect. Hopefully there's no like secret enemy. Where am I going? AA Weapons Forge. Where? So that's. So these gates are larger variants of the Starborn temples. A massive version of this at the end of the main story. See. It would be cool if at some point we got like a little kind of quest, not quest, but like a little kind of just some notes or in-game lore that kind of talks about them. Where am I going? So that's the moon, but there's Jemison. Jemison's 8 light seconds away. Is there a gate that goes to Jemison? There's that gate. What are you? No, not you. Ah, there we go. It's the gate. Jemison. New gate has appeared above Aquila, but they are parallel to artifacts and stuff. Because obviously, with anything like that, like tying it into the lore is awesome. And I don't envy how to tie them in, but like, 'cause I know you said like you're tying them in and stuff, because from a kind of a lore point of view, like I like the gates are kind of cool, like having kind of ways to just to link planets together. We have internal lore of the fear and uproar when it happened. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Because like the thing is with these is like having essentially pockets that pop in. Well, that too, when people don't know what they are. Hello, Reliant Medical. Protectorate Fraser. Protectorate Fraser 2. Trade Authority. Stellar Taxi. Someone need a taxi? All right, let's land on New Atlantis. Also, I'm not sure, I feel like Bethesda dropped the ball on the Starborn lore for sure. You said it makes sense. These, that's what I mean. Like well, it's not even that. We don't know about like what's the Starborn stuff, and hopefully we will learn more. But I'm not sure if this is the mod Vernus or the creation, or if I just haven't played through the tutorial in a while. But it lets you kind of go and do your own stuff. It like landing on Crete. I'm trying to remember. Does anyone know? Like once you take off from Vectera, are you able to just kind of feck off to wherever you want? Because if that's vanilla, then obviously fine. But if that's not vanilla, oh, so is that a bug, or was that the intention? Oh yeah, I was gonna buy ships off you. Hello. Oh, that was intentional. Okay.
And he's your new captain.
It's like the all roads lead to Rome.
I'm sure you can find something.
That's a very good question, Tackle. I do too. Thing is with Bethesda are kind of afraid to like they like the mystery. Like look at Elder Scrolls and look at Fallout. Like Elder Scrolls is a great example. I always like to think back to the they always like to think back to the dwarves. You know, Bethesda are never really going to tell us what truly happened to the dwarves. Base game think. Start at the end of the starting of a dungeon. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go do some combat. Let's shoot some people. Alright, so where are we going? Oh no, not that button. No, no. What the hell? Why you do that? Is that because I'm sitting down? Does that not work when I'm on the ground? You just go back into space real quick. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, let me get out of my seat. Oops, need a tail gunner. I mean, you can have turrets for that sort of thing. Oh, god damn it, I keep forgetting. I don't move back to my chair so I can access them easier. All right, let me see. Where's some Crimson Fleet territory? Like how difficult is it to kind of, because obviously with something like this, I think I mentioned on stream, but just in case it didn't, like with everything kind of being a kind of a living, breathing like universe, you know, you don't want to have like things just kind of pop up for the sake of, you know, being, well, I'm assuming you don't want them static, but like for people who like want combat, like is it possible to have like areas that like, you know, like outside of Crix where like combat can happen? The table kill zone is essentially like, this is how you navigate the gate network. All of these different gates are owned by or controlled by specific factions. Does anyone else have bad frame drop after installing? You shouldn't now, unless you're in, if you're in the New Atlantis, you might have a little bit. So let's go Nebus. Let's go to Nebus. I'm gonna go to Nebus. Nebus is, where's Nebus though? Where is it at? Nebus. That's somewhere over here, I'm getting, right? Are one of you called Nebus? Like, just orbits that'll always have combat. Like, so that if people just want to kind of throw themselves, like, imagine if you had, like, a couple of predetermined systems where it would be Ecliptic versus UC, or Ecliptic versus Spacers, like, somewhere where it's like, look, there's always going to be fighting there. Because I know that can happen, like, you can have two factions fight and stuff, or, like, you know, Crimson Fleet might jump into, like, Freestar territory, stuff like that. Where is... Yeah, that's... Which one of you is Nebus? The closest thing that guaranteed... I need to find a territory Crete is going to be... Yeah! Let me actually go to Crete. Freestar. Alright, so we're in Crete, so that goes to Ursa Manor. Let me look at my map real quick so we can... Because obviously we could just jump straight into Crix, but I would rather not get my ass kicked. Because that would be... You know, I want a fair fight for the enemy, you know? I can't be going in and wiping out the entirety of the Crimson Fleet. That wouldn't be very nice of them. Oh, the Starborn side of things are going to be kind of crazy. Where are we currently? So we're there. Look alive. Is that a bug there I'm noticing where like it doesn't show the connection point? Need to go to Copernicus, right? Let's go to Copernicus. Copernicus, that's over there. There we go. We're gonna go there. Oh, jump ranges. God damn it! Wait, where are we gonna have to? Right. You go to Prax. Is it Prax? Do you other mods enabled, Jonathan, or just this one? Prax. Prax, one of the gates. What is that? It's Ursa Minor. That's Cantra. You gotta go to Ursa Minor 1. Is there another Ursa Minor? How many gates are here? Here's Victerra. Alright, let me go to Ursa Minor 1. I'm ready to kick some ass. Take some names. Do. Wee. Yeah, so obviously for anybody that's when the patch goes live, they will be putting out a patch that like will be live like almost immediately when they get it ready. So you'll have to download that. It'll be like, it won't be like a just update to the mod, it'll be like a separate download. But it'll just make it easier for the time being. Bethesda really should prioritize stuff like that. Like, okay, let's let this mod author get priority because, you know, they kind of don't make small tweaks to the CK and then charge 20 quid for it. He gets its free creational knockout achievements. I know, and that is understandable, but I think for the most part, people they'll prefer, you know, the thing. It's currently achievement friendly. However, when they release the patch, if you want the patch, which you would definitely need the patch, it won't be. And that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles because, again, the actual update that will be coming, it will take time. Because, as we all know, Gothos, Young Neil, and Probe Tech are currently flooding the QA with their groundbreaking paid mods. Yeah, it is a weird one. Like, I do understand, like, you know, like, in one way, it's good that Bethesda aren't showing, you know, favoritism, because that would be like, you wouldn't want, like, you don't really want favoritism necessarily. However, you kind of want to... Yeah, no, John, that is a bug. They have said that the patch will sort that Ursa Major 1. Ursa Minor. Yeah, no, there does be, like, it's... Because, like, the thing is, like, I'm not... Like, I'm not trying to fire shots, right, at any mod authors here. But there was an instance where a mod author for a paid mod accidentally sent Bethesda the wrong version of the mod multiple times, to the point where every time the mod was updated, it broke. So, like, clearly Bethesda, like, whatever they're doing to QA, I know they are QAing stuff and it's very, you know, but you should surely have a little bit of trust for certain people. It's like, okay, this mod author has shown that they're capable, so we're going to just thrust them to kind of, you know, when they put out an update or whatever, it instantly goes through. Like, are you telling me, like, an example is, like, it's crazy that, like, Kingath has to wait? You really? Bethesda, are we serious? You know? It's like, God damn it, Bethesda. Oh. Because it also fucking sucks when, like, and again, I'm definitely firing shots here, but, like, when you're, like, waiting for, like, a new mod to drop, like a new paid mod, and you're like, oh, it's, you know, it's coming, it could be, you know, it could be a couple of weeks or whatever, and then you look, in 1 week, it's like, the mods that come out, it's like, really? This took priority over, like, the good stuff? Hello there, Doc. How goes it? And, like, again, I get it, you know, like, I have my favorites when it comes to mod authors and stuff, and I have my people I'm not. My unfavorites. But, like, there needs to be some sort of consistency for, like, mod authors that, like, it's like, okay, these guys are clearly above the kind of the amateur level. We should maybe give them special privileges. It's not an easy thing to do. But there will be a patch that will fix that. Spend some money. Well, that's not mean. It's like, even before, it's like, I mean, now more so than ever, like, they're saying, like, oh, you know, we made so much money for our, you know, verified creation. But it's like, okay, can you put some of the money you guys made specifically? So you can't, like, following the gates won't specifically get you to where you need to go. There will be an update that's going to be coming out. There'll be a patch that will fix that. I would definitely recommend keeping an eye on the Quarter Onions, like, their page, Discord potentially, but obviously even in game. Like, if you go to the mod and stuff and look at others by the author, they will be putting out a separate patch for the time being that basically make the gates easier to understand. But generally speaking, this is, so I've been play. Are they different? No, they're same color. Hello, Guilty. Waiting for the update. I don't see. There's no certain author, especially when they usually raising the bar. It's a gate that brings you there. Wait, the Vigilant gets a gate that brings you to the other legendary capital ships. So as you can see, just going off of, like, where you start off if you're in Vectera, I suppose the big question is, right? Oh no. So my first question with regarding to, did you start a new game plus or did you start a new game? So if you start a new game, you're going to be in Crete. And essentially from Crete, you're going to want to go to Vectera. Unlock the gate with the Frontier, but it says I don't have enough fuel or grab jump. So, okay. So I think I can, hold on now. I can figure this one out. I think so. Give me a second. So we're going to go back to Vectera. See, currently it's a bit tedious, but it will. We're going to be patching it to make it easier. There's the UC one. Where's the UC? Did I not go to the UC territory? I did. There's Jemison. You need to start saying get good. Get good doesn't See, this is one of those instances where like it's above pay grade, you know. The reason why I stopped playing Kerbal Space Program, it was way too, you know, I'm not that intelligent. Oh, I was supposed to look at where I actually was. I don't think we have leisure status ships, or they're only in cruise mode now since cruise duplicated most space encounters. I like the changes to the color scheme, right? So we're here. We're in Ursa Major. So we can go up. Yeah, so I don't know if I mentioned this, Vernus. The things are gone away. The lines. You can't see them on this. I don't know if there's a bug. Doo-doo-doo. Oh. Okay, you're at the den. I haven't found the den. Hello there, Brandon. How goes it? We're going through one of the other gates. Like the best thing to do currently is to go through a gate. I mean, look, if we get Fever Dream and also PlayStation 4, 5 support stuff for mods, you know, I always say mods will break, but they'll be fixed. So like, look, easiest way to do it, right? I'm here right now, okay? So there's a gate that goes up. So you jump through the gate and then come back and look and see where you are. And if you've gotten closer to, if you like, because you're physically moving on the grid closer to the location. If you go through one of the gates of the den and like on the grid, you're closer to, you know, to the UC territory, you're going the right direction. If you've moved further away, go back through the original gate and do it that way. Like Vernus has said, there will be a patch coming out that will fix this. Make it easier to understand. Like the base, like the mod functions as is. A lot of the patching and stuff is just to fix like kind of teething issues. Like you can go through all the gates. You could engage in all the combat and stuff, everything like that. The issues is mainly the patch is just going to... It's essentially just going to make it more user-friendly. Where does that one go? Like, what's the Ursa Major? So what have you been doing, Guilty? Eating and chilling. What are you eating? Can they add? They're going to be adding kind of the north, south, east, west to the gate. Whee! That did nothing. Oh no, it did. It did. Oh. Astrodynamics. Before for creation has been over 600 credits. I would assume that's just a personal choice. They can go over 600 credits if they really want to. Apparently you can go over 1,000 credits, which is kind of crazy to me. So that's Ursa Major. Hello, Vasco. How are you? Right, where are we now? All right, so we're going the wrong way. We need to go back, essentially. Oh, I can go to Cheyenne. That's an easy jump. Cheyenne. Gate to Skink. Is that where the lizards live? Three-star flagship Forerunner. Hello. Get me close. Whoa. Holy shit, that's a fucking big ship. My god. Also, my agility is... Whoa. My agility supposed to be that? Can you steal it? No. What's that? That's a militia corvette. The size of that fucking monster. Let me save game here and fight it. Hello.
Weapons free. Let's take them down.
Let's fucking go. Fuck you, Freestar. I'm so dead. I am so dead. We're not surviving this. Oh, yeah, we didn't survive that. We definitely didn't survive that. That fucking thing one-shot me. My god. Yeah, it works fine with Watchtower. I do wonder, see, this is where, like, with the Watchtower stuff, it'd be cool if you could see the... Do Watchtower have factions? Like, do they take over faction territory, technically? Yeah, it just issued the rep handle capital ships and stations. Yeah, see, I feel like that's something that Bethesda will have to tweak. I am a professional. Bethesda will have to tweak. I do hope at some point Bethesda gives us the ability to make capital ships and stuff, so that we can have our own, like, fleet carrier or massive, you know, freighter or luxury space hotel, you know? Let us just have whatever we... See, this is what I mean. So the loading, my guess, Vernus, is the increase in the loading time is when you die. When you, like, die, the loading time is a bit longer. Look at the size difference of... Oh, what the fuck? What just happened? Why did it disappear? I just dropped ES. Dash a bug. Uh-oh. I think I broke the game. The ship disappeared. What the fuck happened there? Did it, like, jump out? I want to take a picture. Oh, it's back. It's back, I think. No, that's a destroyer. Hello. The size of those things. Look at how big they are.
Weapons free. Let's take them down.
God, fucking try me.
We can't jump.
You can't currently. Oh, my shields are down. My shields are down. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. It would be very cool. It would be very cool. I don't know if King Gath and his team have said anything, if they're working on more stuff for Starfield. I hope so. I mean, I would assume they would be, because they had released their Skyrim one, And then they have their other Fallout one, which is in Bethesda's hands. The marksman skill increases the critical hit chance for non-automatic. Bum, bum, bum. The purpose of the gates is to just kind of keep everything kind of like it makes it easier to kind of design like set the scene storytelling. Like in vanilla Starfield, you jump to like Aquila, and in Aquila there's like, what is there? Nothing. A few ships, small ships. Now there's like massive ships. I wonder, can I make it disappear again? No, it didn't disappear this time. Cool. I want to get alongside it. My God, it's fast. Hey, get back to me. She's a little large. Just a little bit. That would actually be quite cool. Because to be fair, when I first seen one of the pulsing anomalies, I was like, oh, are we gonna be able to like fucking super boost our frame shift drive? Butcher's Best Animal Ranch. See, that was actually, I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be a thing in the vanilla game, Taco, because there's like a screenshot of like early development Starfield, and it shows that your ship has like a debuff because they're in like a nebula and stuff like that. Really stuff exactly to fix that segment, but the gate mechanics took a step in the opposite direction. Washaki. I've never heard of half of these planets, but they apparently exist. Whee! I mean, free lanes is kind of a novelty. I like it, don't get me wrong, I like free lanes and stuff, but I feel like they only kind of did star parcel. No, you can still grav drive and stuff. Oh, with the regards to, you know, the way you said about the, remember you said, Vernus, you're going to be making a change so you can like have all the systems and stuff. Is it possible that, because you know, like currently when it comes to having the gate network enabled, like you can't, like technically you can't grav jump to new systems because you have to find them through the gate network. Will there be an option where you can essentially just enable standard grav jumping so we can keep the gates as well, but also not have to, you know, jump through them? No, they're definitely there, because occasionally I come across planets, Paul, and I'm like, is that really what that's called? Okay, so the full map mode is... Okay, cool. Nice. Because, like, the thing is, what I really like is, like, all of the different stuff going on in orbit. I think, like, that's my personal favorite with it. Like, the gates are very cool, and the gates obviously allow that. I just like the idea of, like, having all of these different fucking shapes. See no fresh aquariums. Whee! see what this combat tech freighter looks. Oh, I like the look of you. Come back to me. Come back to me. Please come back to me. Oh, oh, cool. You're a UC. Kink. Oh my god, there's a lot of places to jump. Heroes after picking up Barrett that the Sol system is a major hub for getting you to a number of other systems. Yeah. Apparently. Oh, I can jump to Crix. So we're gonna jump to Crix Star Network. And let's see if we can win some combat. Why do I have one pip out of my engine? I'm a professional. I don't need luck, I just need ammo. Engine. Where are you? No one here? Hello? Jump into like a rock. Let's go back here. Apparently there's nothing in the sun. So will ships respawn then? Oh, there we go. Hello, Crimson Fleet weapon platform. What else we have here? What's that over there? Pirate Raider. Let's go say hello to you, Pirate Raider. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, these weapons are kind of insane. Hello, Corvette. Oh, it's missiles. Oh my god, holy shit. Come on, give me a lock on, computer. Missiles away. Oh my god, you're a lot bigger. Oh my dear lord.
Come on!
Yeah, gotcha.
You're dead.
Oh, one shot, one kill. Bang. That's fucking super satisfying. Like cracking them tough shields and then just boom. Hello, you Raider escort. Oh. You escorting them to their demise? Bang. Oh, we got another one. Hello, Raider escort. So in an instance like this, Varanus, right, where I've basically SF were changed for combat, I still feel the changes we made to weapons cause massive base. Yeah, no, it does. There is like sound effects that I kind of like. Like you can almost, it's almost like you can hear like the kind of the, like the shells. Yeah, no, they do. They do sound very cool. So in a situation like this, right, where like I've jumped in to Crimson Fleet, you know, a sector, and I'm like harassing them and I've wiped them out. Like, is there something in there with the game where the game is like, okay, player has come in here, we need to deploy reinforcements sort of thing? Or is it just that they'll naturally... Why are you not dying? Oh, you are now. The weapon platforms shoot? Are you even really a weapons platform? Well, the thing is, I was like, at the end of the day, right? Like, it's the primary reason, like, they were trying to do the space sim stuff. They wanted to make space feel more alive. Oh my god. And, like, in doing that, they added the ability for kind of space, like, to be more alive with, like, more ships and stuff. If you're not a fan of that, or you don't have to buy it. However, like, I personally think it's really cool. It's obviously got its issues and stuff. And, because the gates are like one way. Personally, I'm like, I don't mind. Like, I'm like, gates are cool. But once I have the option to enable it, I'm going to be like, just going for the normal vanilla Starfield travel and just kind of utilizing more so the kind of the world space of the mod with like extra ships and stuff. Right, so that's Crix's star. We don't want to go there. Where else do we go? There's a gate to the Key Gamma. Let's go to the Key Gamma. Whee! Like, though, we can probably get a base response fleet concept in there where you would see ships. I mean, something like that would be quite cool. Like, you know, like how in Elite Dangerous, and there's probably other games. Like, if you jump in here and, like, you destroy the ships, it would, like, send, like, more ships. Just as a kind of a way to, like, not, like, I wouldn't say, like, infinite spawning, but, you know, like, kind of like... See, the other thing is, like, if with all of the... Because with it being kind of, like, trying to play into the background simulation of stuff, I don't know how difficult or easy it'd be to have kind of pop-ups. Like, imagine if it said, like, you know, Crimson Fleet are sending reinforcements and stuff. And then if you've, like, if you fully killed your... Like, say if you stay there... If I stayed in this system, right, and they send in reinforcements, and I kill them again, and then I kill them again, it would pop up and saying you know, the Crimson Fleet have exhausted all of the reinforcements for this system sort of thing. Just to kind of, because I know you're saying, like, that, you know, technically speaking, that when you kill enough of ships, they will have to kind of rebuild them, so... Just, I suppose, I guess what I'm saying is, like, ways to kind of tell the player what's going on, you know? Because I know you did say there will be, like, kind of, like, other kind of, like, the economy mod. Ooh. Hello. Enemies here? Did I go the wrong way? Also, if is it possible you could potentially fix that bug? Or, like, it makes it look like... So I think you need to stop completely. Do I need to stop completely? I'm legally blind. Alright, where the fuck am I? So I've had that happen quite a bit. I'm not sure what causes it. We're not going to the gate that leads to the key because that would be dodgy. What's that gate over there? We can just fast travel to one of the locations. What's this one here? Key. go to Mac.
Let me show you how it's done.
Hello, pirate. Oh, a Corvette. We got a Corvette over there. Got some raiders over there. What's over there? I see you. Oh, you're close to me. Bethesda really need to make a system where, like, it'll show you when you're in range of, like, your weapons. I'm assuming my missiles are in range. There they are. Oh, they're not. Are they? Oh, yeah. Fine.
No mercy.
Hey, you can't run from me.
Getting torn up out
Gotcha.
here. You are mine. Gonna tear that ship apart.
Oh, you're very fucking close to me.
Time for some fun. Too easy. I am up. I love me some target practice. This won't take long.
Oh my god. Oh, how did...
Fire.
Oh, how did you go through my shields?
Let's end this.
Oh, I'm outnumbered. I am outnumbered massively. Holy shit, I am outnumbered massively.
Divert power. Get that gun back online. Enough.
They're using some sort of fancy technology.
Engines down.
Gotcha. Oh my god.
You've already lost.
Oh, there's a raider there. You're right in front of me. Oh. Oh, my guns are down completely? Oh shit, that's a problem.
Crap shot. Not like I'm
Holy
running
shit,
anyway.
what did you just hit me with? And why is my game stuttering? Alright, whatever they're shooting me, those missiles impacting me, whatever missiles that Corvette's using.
Lost the gun.
So they changed the missiles. There's like free firing missiles now. They're like swarm. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that. I don't know what that missile is. But why did that hurt me? Repair. Give me back my weapons. Alright, am I just dead? Am I dead in the water here? Yeah, no, you can. Currently, there will be a patch that will do that, but currently, it's not the case. The patch should be out Monday. That's exactly. Oh, ow, that hurt. That's exactly how I'll be playing it. Oh, what time? All right, I'm gonna call it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. Also, thank you very much once again for hopping in. I will catch you guys Tuesday for the usual stream, and I will have a proper review out for this in a couple of days. As always, thanks for watching, and bye bye, guys.